Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tommy and welcome to episode 7 of our speedbuild series, the Jurassic Egypt. In this episode we will be decorating the lagoon for my favorite marine reptile, the Liopleurodon, with my favorite skins, and also decorating the Crescent Moon that we built in episode 5. I think it will be a whole new square. I wanted to initially do both squares, the pyramid square and the moon square, and do the enclosure in between, but then I got distracted with this lagoon, and then I said to myself that the video would be too long. I'm trying a thing. Well, I'm not trying a thing. I'm in a different room in my apartment. Because I felt like in my recent videos there was quite an echo in the old ones, so I hope that this will be better. I'm decorating the lagoon, and I do have to say that if you have a patience for it, you get quite nice results, I would say. I don't know, it's I think it's much better than when I was doing the Styxosaurus enclosure for the tutorial build. I think that I finally kind of, because it's the thing that under the water it's kind of hard to make heads and tails of what is where, and to, you know, like have some sense of direction. And if you're trying to do some, for example, linear curves, or when you want something to be aligned, like I was trying to do with the lights in this lagoon, as you will see, it's kind of it's much harder, and you need to have much more patience for it. And I guess I just didn't have the patience for it. As you know, I'm a genuinely very impatient person. I'm patient one. Oh my god, impatient. I'm sorry. I'm gonna return my degree. No, hopefully not. This was just a simple mishap. I'm sorry guys. So I'm trying to decorate it to be a little, I don't know, scary, or I really don't know what I was going for. I was going for orange lights again, but those orange lights look kind of similar to the regular blue lights, so there's not like that much distinction, but they are a little darker, I would say. I was trying to do these rows of light, which I initially didn't want to do, but then I was like, okay, why not? But then I had some stones in the way, and I basically just wanted to clear a path in the middle, and try to do something to the sides. And I was trying to play with these other Liopleurodon. I was trying to play with the lights so that the guests can actually see those decorations from the lagoon viewing gallery. And I think that with, this was a nice animation, I think that with nice placement like this, for example with the ship, it's actually quite kind of, I guess it's possible, I don't know. And I put in the fountains, and here you can see me starting on the Crescent Moon. I decided to do a huge river by the Crescent Moon. I did the edges at first, which was excruciating because it's such a long stretch of path. The guests are not gonna be happy when they have to walk there, but yeah, I always choose aesthetics over the guest needs. That's what you get on my channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm very happy that you clicked on this video, and I hope that you will like the content that you're seeing. The Jurassic Egypt series is coming out usually every Friday. There was only like one time when I was like super busy that it came out on Saturday, but usually every Friday is the speed build. And I hope that I will see you here again, because we have still like at least 5 episodes coming, maybe even more. I'm not really sure, because this park is turning out to be so super huge, and I'm trying to jam it all together, and I'm trying to, you know, like make sense of what to do where and what to do how. But it's just sometimes it doesn't really work according to plan, and well, I guess it's my own undoing in a way that I do have a plan usually, but it's a vague plan, and then I'm trying to pretty much improvise on many things and many builds, and sometimes the improvisation kind of, you know, like goes nowhere, and then I have to delete some stuff and reorganize some stuff and redo some stuff, but that's just who I am. That's just me. This square, I really wanted to go for the symmetry and wanted to, you know, like have the same things to both sides. I usually don't like symmetry in my parks, but this one kind of called for it. I was using these skulls, the Spinosaurus skull planters, because I think that I'm underusing them a little bit, and placing down some tables and chairs for the people to, well, actually they cannot really see the Liopleurodon from down there, but I don't know. And I placed the fountains just as I did in episode 1. I placed all of these huge fountains in around the Ankh that we created in episode 1, and I wanted this to kind of mirror that or resemble that, to go with the same theme. And I put lots of tables and chairs because I imagined that people would like to sit here. I'm placing palms all over the square around the fountains, despite the fact that it kind of obstructs the entrance to the lagoons. But I mean, the people are incredibly small, and sometimes you don't realize how small these people are in the game, and I think that they have plenty of space. There's plenty of space for them to get there. I am putting these shade stands over here because I felt that it needed some elevation, or it needed something vertical, not just horizontal. And I also added these sticks to kind of complement the palms and the fountains, and added some amber in between. I'm adding the lagoon sign for those guests to know that yes, this is a lagoon. And I was really improvising on this, you know, like I've the pointy things of the crescent moon, was the ends of the crescent moon were really like, let's put this over here, let's put that over there. And of course I wanted to put these palms between these pillars because I like to do these things where I kind of go from one thing to another, that they go like one pillar, one palm, one pillar, one palm, one pillar, one palm. And then sometimes what happens is that I don't leave enough space for the other thing, and then I have to delete things, and I'm a mess sometimes. Yes, I do admit it. And this river, did I ever tell you the Slovak word for river? If I did, I'm gonna give you 2 words next time. Somebody please, like, someone who keeps tabs. I highly doubt that there's anyone keeping tabs on this, but the river in Slovak is called rieka, and that's your Slovak word for this episode. I was redoing the river because I realized that I wanted to have an enclosure here, and I wanted the people from the car to see it, but I want to use it. I guess I'm gonna do this next time. I want to use rock barriers again. Here I'm correcting the edges. I wanted to use the rock barriers again, and if the road was right next to the rocks, the people could not see the dinosaurs. And I don't want to use the small rocks because I want to use a big herbivore in there, and it wouldn't be realistic that they wouldn't escape, so that's why I had to lower this whole thing. But initially I kind of sort of planned it at first. I'm telling you, I'm sometimes a mess, and I sometimes go back and forth, and this way I really like how the lowered river feels. It's just like it really genuinely feels like a river, because a river would usually be lower than your terrain. And I added these small islands in the middle. It was like an afterthought, but I loved it. I loved the idea so damn much. And I also smooth out the edges a little bit to the other side. I'm not really sure what's gonna be on the other side yet. That's like one part of the build that I don't have really figured out. The rest of it is more or less figured out, but this one, we'll see. We'll have to wait and see what happens with it. And I'm adding some shrubbery over here to make it look natural, to make it look nice. And this is the final build, and we are stepping in the capture mode. This is the Crescent Moon Square. We're gonna have an enclosure over there by the pyramids and to the other side as well. This is the look from the river, or in Slovak Rieka. And we're gonna see the square in detail in just a few seconds. Again, I want to urge you guys to come up with names for the dinosaurs. We have so many dinosaurs now, and now we also have marine reptiles. We have the Liopleurodon, so I would love you to name the Liopleurodon as well. And here they are. This is the Lagoon, in which I really feel that it's better. Yeah, at first I was kind of underwhelmed with the Lagoon decorations, and I still am. It still could be better, but I mean, I guess you can do things with these too. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna show you what it looks like during the night. This is what the Lagoon looks like during the night, and I think it's much better because all those lights are pointing towards the walls, and there's rows of lights in the middle, and I like the symmetry of it. I don't know why I went for symmetry in this build. I usually am asymmetric. I'm usually asymmetric. But this is the final overview from this episode of what we have built. Next time, I guess we'll build the enclosure next to the pyramid and also the enclosure to the other side. I'm not really sure because, yeah, sometimes I improvise and sometimes I don't know like how things turn out. But this is my cue. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. My name is Tommy. If you like the video, please give me a like, comment, or comment with your friends, share with your friends. And if you think that you would like my upcoming content, please do consider subscribing because there is much more coming. Not only of these series, but throughout the month of October, there will be horror taking over my channel. So thank you again. Have the greatest of the days, and bye-bye.